Anya Bartlemann. I'm a science librarian at the University of Washington, and I'm reading from The Chocolate War by Robert Cormier for Banned Books Week. Chapter 1. They murdered him. As he turned to take the ball, a dam burst against the side of his head and a hand grenade shattered his stomach. Engulfed by nausea, he pitched toward the grass, his mouth encountered gravel, and he spat frantically, afraid that some of his teeth had been knocked out. Rising to his feet, he saw the field through drifting gauze, but held on until everything had settled in place, like a lens focusing, making the world sharp again, with edges. The second play called for a pass. Fading back, he picked up a decent block and cocked his arm, searching for a receiver, maybe the tall kid they called the goober. Suddenly he was caught from behind and whirled violently, a toy boat caught in a whirlwind. Landing on his knees, hugging the ball, he urged himself to ignore the pain that gripped his groin, knowing that it was important to betray no sign of distress, remembering the coach's advice, or the goober's advice. The coach is testing you. He's testing and looking for guts. I've got guts, Jerry murmured, getting up by degrees, careful not to displace any of his bones or sinews. A telephone rang in his ears. Hello, hello, I'm still here. When he moved his lips, he tasted the acid of dirt and gravel and grass, and he was aware of the other players around him, helmeted and grotesque, like creatures from an unknown world. He had never felt so lonely in his life, abandoned and defenseless. On the third play, he was hit simultaneously by three of them. One, the knees, his stomach, a third, and his head. The helmet, no protection at all. His body seemed to telescope into itself, but all the parts didn't fit, and he was stunned by the knowledge that pain isn't just one thing, but it's cunning and vicious and sharp here and sickening there, burning here and clawing there. He clutched himself as he hit the ground, but the ball got away. His breath went away like the ball. A terrible stillness pervaded him, and then, at the onset of panic, his breath came back again. His lips sprayed wetness, and he was grateful for the sweet, cool air that filled his lungs. But when he tried to get up, his body mutinied against movement. He decided the hell with it. He'd go sleep right there, right out on the 50-yard line. The hell with trying to get up onto the team, and screw everything, he was going to sleep. He didn't care anymore.